We have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. It's Freestyle Friday, which means that we talk about all kinds of topics that matter to you the most. Whatever topics you want to discuss, put it over in the comment section. And we're going to also hear from our experts, which is today Saskia Christian and Athena Robertson. And we are in for a treat. So grab your virtual seats. Make sure you share the broadcast and get some of these housekeeping announcements out of the way first, right? Let me put the show link in here over in the comment section in case you want to come on and share your thoughts or ask a direct question of one of our experts. All right, Saskia, tell everybody who you are and what we can expect to hear from you today.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being on your just outstanding platform today. I'm back, 3 times now? So my name is Saskia Christian. I am a certified trauma healing and resilience expert. And, it's all about life transformation. I'm passionate about lives being transformed. I'm also a motivational speaker. And as of today, a 2X international best-selling author. And so—
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much. What a monumental occasion.
Awesome. All right. So Athena Robertson, our sunshine expert over there. What are people expecting to hear from you today?
Oh, keep sowing. We planting and we sowing, and watch how fruitful it become.
And it might just blossom into something that is a ray of sunlight and sunshine, like our sunshine expert. So once you plant and sow and reap the harvest might be what is glowing over there in that corner up. That corner up there, the sunshine expert. So what are some things you all want to talk about as well in the studio audience? Go ahead and type them in. So throughout the broadcast, between the 3 of us, we'll either quickly look it up and try to figure it out type of thing and answer your question, or at least have it as a topic of discussion. So pop your thoughts in the comment section also. We are excited today because we get a chance to kick off. This is the month of celebrating what? Any of you? Women from all walks of life, all nationality, all spiritual beliefs, you name it. We're celebrating women from every corner of the universe because at the end of the day, women, I've read a study and it was saying that basically the world was shut down if women walked away. So it would come to like a screeching halt. If women decided that enough is enough, we're not dealing with this, and we all took, how people boycott different things. If every woman boycotted together collectively, the world would literally, you would think it's the rapture or something happening because it would be a really big deal. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, ladies?
I completely agree. We're the glue who holds everything together, and we're significant. I mean, we wear multiple hats, whether it's in the family, on the job, everywhere. And, I think about this season, how I was able to accomplish so much through resiliency, right? And really become the best version of myself. And it's such a gift, just because women, we don't really see ourselves in the greatest light. We always see ourselves, a bit lower. So we really want to empower ourselves. This particular month, that's my encouragement, or my challenge to everyone. I would just encourage, just be encouraged and shine. Just have the courage to shine.
I love it. Yeah. And then also, I have a plaque in my home and it says, a flower doesn't compete with another flower. It literally just allows every flower to bloom. So I know when I'm dealing with wonderful women like yourselves, and I encounter so many phenomenal women in my journey in life. I want every single woman to excel at the highest heights that they possibly can. And it's not like I'll withhold information because I think, oh, well, if I share this with them, that might kick me out of the opportunity. I don't believe in that theory. I believe that what is for you is for you. And God makes room for our gifts and our talents. I believe that with my whole heart. And all of us have different gifts and talents. And even the ones that have the same, guess what? We attract different people differently. So different people want to hear from us than what somebody may want to hear from Athena or want to hear from you, Saskia. Whatever the case may be, we don't all appeal to everyone at the same level, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. We don't compete. We complete, like our famous GSFE founder, Dr. Robbie. I always put that quote because it's so important that we get it. We are not to compare. We're not here to compare ourselves with anyone. We're set apart. We have unique capabilities. We have unique talents and just unique creativity. Everything about us is different. So we need to celebrate that, and we need to encourage and uplift each other. And that's really what I try to do my entire life, whether it's, working as a chemical engineer or a life transformation coach or whatever. Just bring people up. We have enough in life to put us down. Don't contribute to that. Just elevate everybody. Let everyone get a chance.
That's good. Very good. All right. So let's get ready to go to some of the studio audience comments and see what's being said out here already. Let me go over here. Now, Mackenzie, I told you yesterday that you're welcome to pop on screen too and read some of the comments if you like to be a part of the show in that capacity. Feel free to do that. Just pull yourself in. Good. Okay. Good morning, sunshine. So that came from our sunshine expert. All right. Who else is out there making comments? Good morning. Good morning to you, Mackenzie. Thank you for being my guest recently. You did a phenomenal job. Joni says, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And she's glad to be on today. Alabama IVF ban. Oh, that's a topic. Okay, so Mackenzie, put some comments over in the private chat since that's a topic you want to discuss and you're on the team. So get the research and pull it over there in the private chat. All right. What does that mean for mamas? Okay. I'm actually thinking that do you already know the research on that? If so, then I'm going to pull you in and let's talk about it at some point. So get your mind. No? Okay. All right. She's shaking her head backstage like All right. All right. So Women's History Month. Yes, we are celebrating. And let me make sure I mark as a favorite one of these topics that Mackenzie said, Alabama IVF ban. And either any of you all definitely look into that while I'm talking too as well, because that's one of the topics one of our viewers would like to have some thoughts on. All right. Let's see what else is going on in here in these streets of the viewers of the Kim Jacobs Show. Let's see. I do want to acknowledge today one of our episode sponsors. If you love coffee, and this company has some phenomenal tasting coffee that people have been raving about, theproducts.store is where you would get the coffee. They also have what's called 6 mushroom infused coffee as well. And I don't, again, I don't know all the details because I'm actually not a coffee person, but I know my children, some of them love the coffee from this particular company, theproducts.store. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to hear from Saskia Christian, and let's go ahead and get started with some of our topics today. We'll be right back, right after this break. All right, everybody. We are back and we are here on this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show with Freestyle Friday. And we are going to hear from two-time best-selling author that just hit the charts. You know how they give the chart reviews and they come out? Well, this just happened within the last few days here, y'all. So this woman has a story to tell. Tell us what you're here to say today.
Wow, this just feels like the culmination of a really, really extraordinary journey towards greatness. And I am happy to say today that I'm a co-author in two book compilations, two outstanding book compilations, The Art of Connections, 365 Days of Gratitude by just wonderful influencers, business owners, and entrepreneurs. And I just happened to have the calendar date of August 31st because it means so much to me. That's my wedding anniversary, by the way. And it's also a day where I went through a change in terms of transition to university life. And it's the day that I actually finished my my graduate studies. So it 3 times. Maybe I should play that in the lottery. Who knows?
I have to do a whole tutorial to know how to play the lottery. That's crazy.
Exactly.
I held the line up. They'd be like,
yes.
Go research at home before you come here, okay?
Absolutely. And so that was that. And that's really where I focused on with talking about resilience and gratitude, how instrumental those qualities are in terms of birthing the possibilities, the limitless possibilities, so that we can become and fulfill that wonderful purpose over our lives. So I was able to really just leverage all the chemical engineering language with the birthing of purpose, and that was just beautiful. And so I wanna give special mention to Robert Jones and Donna Campbell, the authors of this wonderful book. Over 300 people, collaborated in this. And then, of course, the resilience, A.F, and that's my translation, authentic fulfillment. So you'll be seeing that if you read the book, you'll see that mentioned in my chapter. And of course, that is just wonderful, encouraging people to overcome people of all sorts of circumstances. I shared my personal story about my dad's disappearance, which significantly impacted my life, and it's just phenomenal. And guess what? There was even something else added to that. That particular book, it's going to be on display at the Oscars. And so,
what's the name of the book one more time?
Resilience, A.F, Stories of Resilience. And I just want to have a big shout out to Blair Clapham Venables here. She's just an amazing author. She's the owner of the Global Resilience Project, just bringing beautiful minds together for such an exceptional opportunity. So we get it to be in the hands of, at the Oscars gift launch, getting to be in the hands of celebrities and influencers and presenters past and present, and they get to see and experience our story. So it's just a privilege to be a global resilience ambassador, something that I have walked through experiencing personal and professional trauma, turning those adversities into opportunities. I can't think of a better way to showcase that. So I am eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful for having this platform to encourage the underdogs out there that yes, you can. There are no limitations to what you can do. Me just being a chemical engineer, of course, that's great. I worked so hard for my credentials there, but to know that I was able to transform, to evolve into a international best-selling author, right? Speaker, right? And a coach, it's just wonderful. There are no limitations, none at all. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you are. Don't put yourself in a box, because if I did, I would not be here today. I had to have my mind open, have a growth mindset, and know that I have all that's within me. I have all the resources to overcome and to shine and to fulfill the destiny over my life.
So when you think of resilience, because you're masterful at what you're saying and sharing with us, and I'm very encouraged by you. So when you think of resilience, how would you describe that to other people that are watching today so that they too can be inspired?
Yes. So I see resilience on this Women's History Month. I see resilience as the ability to overcome and recover from adversities, setbacks, all sorts of challenges in life, and to bounce forward, not bounce backward, because you're never in the same state when those unique circumstances hit you, right? And you have a choice. You can dwell there with your mindset, fixed mindset, or you can choose to evolve so that you can not only heal yourself and thrive, but also give that healing and thriving to others, which I had the opportunity to do. I used that time to work on myself and at the same time develop a tool set, a toolkit to help others, to enable them to their excellence. And so that's why it's important. Resilience is a beautiful gift. It really takes a nobody into a somebody. That's my definition, by the way. And so succumbing to thriving and to have long-lasting thriving, want something that sticks. And then, of course, in the context of trauma healing, it's always a solution-based therapy is really what the solution is for trauma healing, right? Having that positive approach, salutogenic approach, capacity-oriented approach. And what that means is that you have going in, having that coaching and everything be centered on the fact that you already are equipped with those capabilities to overcome what it is you're experiencing. You have the resources to be able to overcome. So we'll be measuring your progress, and we'll of course be marching to the beat of, at the end, what your end state is. What do you want that end state to be, which is healing. So always looking at healing, not looking at the negative circumstances or really what's happening to you at this moment in time. So that's really what it means to me. I know that's a big definition, but
that's a great definition. I mean, so if you all in the studio audience feel like this could help you in your mindset to be able to just have a different outlook on life, this is a great starting point, in my opinion. So I'm really grateful for that. Let's see, any comments that came up? Yeah, Joni said, thank you so much for sharing. And I see you said the Alabama IVF, and we're going to talk about that too. And then go Saskia. Linda Joseph said, or Cynthia Lennox, she is just a joy and a jewel. Yeah, she's also a talk show host as well. Yeah. She said, hello, ladies. Glad I'm able to tune in today and looking forward to this great show. You all make sure you go and follow Cynthia Lennox. She is a traveler. I love to say that her and her husband travel the world together. And she looks like she's just the happiest that a person could ever be. So make sure you follow her. Linda Joseph is on it. She's also a talk show host. And she has a global program as well. And phenomenal work.
Amazing women.
Dr. Tina Ramsey with CTR Media Network is on. And she says hearts, hearts, hearts to everybody.
Yes.
So lots of great comments coming in. Congratulations. Don't put yourself in a box. That is a great takeaway.
Yeah.
For what Saskia.
You'd be surprised at what you can do. I mean, I was surprised. I was like, whoa, really? All this can happen. And ladies and gentlemen listening, all of this happened within a year of me moving from one era to another. Just a year.
Just a year. And a year is not a long time. This year is already flown by.
Exactly. That's to tell you. But once you go with intention, and to me, gratitude is so important. Gratitude is a gift because it allows you to stay in a positive mindset, to have a growth mindset, to think that, okay, these things are just temporal things, and the opportunities, they're on the horizon. I can grasp those opportunities, I can live in those things. All right. So that's what gratitude does. It allows you to stay present and be calm or reset so that you can really look at the ultimate experience you're going to have once that transformation process is over. And it's indeed what an exceptional transformation process, resilience and gratitude allows you to experience.
That's good. Very good. How do people stay connected with you, Saskia?
Oh, well, they can actually reach me on LinkedIn. Seems as though I'm getting a high level activity there. And my heart really goes out, all professionals out there who are just this thing that all they do in terms of the day-to-day activities, that's all that they're called to do. And I want to challenge you, yes, of course, you're to do the best of the job that that you have. But at the same time, just think broader in terms of how you can fulfill that purpose that you have on earth. Because from the time I started to do that, that's when I got comfortable and say, okay, all right, there is more for me. And it's okay to be uncomfortable for a little bit. Of course, you will be uncomfortable, but knowing that the transition is to some state that's greatness. And everybody wants to experience greatness. Like I said, everybody wants to win. And that's why I'm having a workshop around unleashing the unbreakable spirit within you. That's probably like my third workshop, and it's geared as a virtual one on Saturday, April 20th. For all the professionals out there who are looking to focus on the emotional processing, looking to cultivate resilience and empathy within their lives for the ultimate success, those who are looking to get compassionate leadership, exercise compassionate leadership with high performance leadership, resilience leadership, show up. You wouldn't regret it. I have
Where
it
do they
all.
get information about that?
And so you can actually reach out. I think I included those in the comments, but it was www.boostthrough.com/resilience-workshop. And I believe we still have the early bird discount registration officially end today, but I still believe that they can access at the $57 rate for that workshop. But it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to empower others to greatness. As I walk, that's the person who I am. And I experience greatness. I would like to reach out and help someone else. That's how I was.
Say that one more time. Boostthrough.com resilience/resilience workshop.
Yeah, boostthrough.com/resilience-workshop.
Okay. Dash workshop.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I have the right information that we're putting right here in the comment section. So you all can register. The early bird special runs out tonight. So again, if you're watching this as a replay, then, and it's not Women's History Month, which is March, then just enjoy the show, okay? Okay, because sometimes I'll play a repeat episode that's really good like this, and now it's timestamped, so you might be like, huh, what's going on? What am I watching? All right, so Saturday, April 20th, the Resilience Workshop with Saskia Christian is Boost Through, THRU, because I have audio podcast listeners, boostthrough.com/resilience-workshop. Resilience-workshop. So you can go ahead and get registered for that. You're going to learn a lot if you go and participate. And so Saskia has shared some great information. If you're dealing with being able to learn how to be resilient in your life, how to fall forward versus finding yourself always stuck in a rut, then definitely reach out to Saskia Christian, okay?
I just want to say one thing, women maximizing their influential power. Because in this month, as we celebrate women, it's important for us to focus on what we can do to have female leaders, right, and take charge of their careers and really be positioned for greatness, right, and maximize their influential power and get buy-in on their agenda. And if we have the tools to really combat trauma, right, and give them those tools so that they can have the necessary emotional intelligence and resilience skill set to be able to do that and to conquer in both their career and as well as their personal life, I think we would have done great justice to women as we celebrate. So let's be intentional and take action, not just words. It's not a lip service thing. We have to take action and encourage women to see
their greatness. Okay, wow. I'm thoroughly impressed. Okay, so you guys, you're definitely going to have some tips on how to move forward with resilience in your life. And we are going to take a moment and address, let's see, anybody want to talk on this? I can tell you what I'm reading regarding the question. Let's pull this question back up, because I want to make sure when we do Freestyle Fridays that we also address any things that you all would like to talk about in a given Friday as well. So one of the comments that came in is Alabama IVF ban. And so I was reading again. I'm not the expert on all of these topics, so let's be very clear. I'm just reading an article here and want to make sure I address it. It's on NPR, and it says Alabama legislature moves to protect IVF services after state court ruling. And what I will do is I'll put this in the comments section for you all to have as well. But it's in Montgomery, Alabama, and this is from the Associated Press, that Alabama lawmakers rush to protect in vitro fertilization services Thursday after fertility clinics shut down in the wake of a state court ruling that frozen embryos are children under the state wrongful death law. And so, again, feel free to chime in. This is a question from one of our studio audience members for Freestyle Friday. So, facing public pressure to get IVF services resumed in the state, both the chambers of the Alabama legislature advanced legislation that would extend lawsuit protections to clinics. So they're hoping to get the measures approved by early next week while they weigh whether additional action is needed. And this would at least, this is a quote from sponsored Representative Terry Collins, who's a Republican. They said this would at least keep the clinics open and the families moving forward. The Alabama Supreme Court ruled in mid-February that 3 couples who had frozen embryos, they were destroyed in an accident at a storage facility that could pursue wrongful death lawsuits for their extrauterine children, meaning that these particular embryos were considered, in this particular case, considered like the same as a child, is what it was saying. The ruling treating the embryos the same as a child or gestating fetus under the wrongful death statute. So I'm going to put the article in here, and you all can feel free to read it and take your own takeaways from it. But I wanted to make sure that with it being one of the questions for Freestyle Friday, that we not ignore it and at least attempt to say something pertaining to it. Okay? So I'm going to put this here. Anybody else have any comments, thoughts, questions?
I had a comment. I think as
well, you have to say who you are first of all, because you just appeared out of nowhere.
I am Mackenzie, and I was on yesterday. Anyway, but
Mackenzie also works with the Kim Jacobs Show, just so you know, backstage. So many times you'll hear me say, "Hey, Mackenzie, take us to commercial break or start the show or something." So she's the person, another woman that is working backstage with the Kim Jacobs Show. So we celebrate you. Go.
Okay, so I was thinking I am a pro-life Republican, and to maybe call them children is a little bit, I get, why they are calling them that, but I just think to ban it because of 3 people's, accident is not fair to people that, can't have a baby otherwise, but want their own, to carry a baby, but for whatever reason can't. And so to just block that entirely, like, what does that mean for families, Like, as a mother, that should be something that's important because, there's some people that can't get pregnant naturally, or there's something wrong with the dad or the mom. And so they have to go through IVF or fertility treatments or whatever. And so that's just kind of sad that a whole state would ban it just based because of, 3 families lost some of their embryos. And it doesn't say anywhere in the article that they lost all of them. They're just that they lost, some of them. So.
Okay, any thoughts on what Mackenzie is sharing? Because again, this is Freestyle Friday, so we get to talk about topics that matter to you in the community and around the world, because the show streams in over 100 countries, and I want to make sure that we're addressing things that matter most to you. So anybody have any input?
So it really does matter, being able to conceive That is a big deal, and whatever impacts women impacts the entire family and the society as large. So we need to pay attention to that. I didn't get to read much of the article. I wish if I did, coming out before the show. But all I can say as a professional woman, family means everything to me, and I'm very, very grateful for the son that God has blessed me with, the miracle son. And I would it really aches me to think that there are opportunities out there for people to be able to be blessed with children who are really not able to have any. They're having difficulties, but yet still they're barred from doing that just in one ruling and so forth. I'm very compassionate and protective, and so I do feel, and of course, I'm a woman of faith, most important, I'm a woman of faith. And so my heart still goes out to this particular situation because I knew before having our child the importance of family and look forward to motherhood. It's important. We're talking about women. We're not numbers. We're human beings. Okay, and whatever affects us affects the society in general. And I think if
Yes, it
we use that particular guidance in everything in life, we would really go a far way as a society. So, in terms of being sensitive to the pain and to the suffering of others, ask questions, do what you can, so that you don't have to be in it to really be empathetic.
Anybody else have any input in the studio audience too? If there are any comments that came in, feel free to pop them up, Mackenzie. Happy Freestyle Friday, Mom. My mom's like, hey, what y'all talking about over there? All right.
I would say I think motherhood is very important. I don't think and I think every mother um deserves that child to embrace, to love, to grow, and to cherish. I'm a beautiful mother of two beautiful boys that God has blessed me with. And I'm so grateful, and I'm a bonus mom to many. I'm even grateful for that. So this is a sad story. And hopefully, the right decisions will be made. Praying for the families because it can be hard. There's nothing devastating than to have something taken from you or someone that wants to control, because it's all about control and power these days, which is beyond my thinking. But I'm gonna just trust and believe and pray that God, that the best choice will come forward, and that this will not happen. Just because, again, just piggybacking, I have not read the article, but one just because of one incident shouldn't have to take away from everyone heart desires to be a mother. So
I
you
agree.
know motherhood is very important. I'm all about family. I come from a very well family oriented. My mom and dad, who celebrate 44 years today of being married. So me and my brother, and we're parents. And then again, looking at my friends and family that are parents, and having loved ones that couldn't have children, but have been able to have other resources to have a child, and which is still a blessing. you know um we just have to be careful. This world, it's a lot that goes on in the world, and it's not right. The choices that people make, the decisions are not right. So hopefully those that are in this have a strong community that will support them during this time.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate all of your comments. And again, the article goes into great detail, and it's comments from both sides of the spectrum, from the Democratic side as well as from the Republican side. So as you read the article, you'll be able to see what the stance is pertaining to both sides, because it's a very detailed article here. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that we've talked about it some, maybe not obviously to the extent that would be merited for it to have some level of meat attached to the bone, but it is some, you can read it and make your own determination from there. I'm grateful that I have friends that have gone through this process and have now become parents, and I'm really grateful that God allowed them, even through this process, to become mothers and fathers, and their lives are forever changed in a better way. So, so this process has worked for people that I'm personally familiar with, and so that's my comment pertaining to that as well. All right. So thank you so much, Mackenzie. And I hope that that was a fruitful discussion for everybody. Today is Freestyle Friday here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And so we get a chance to hear different thoughts that are out here pertaining to what matters most to you. We're talking with two of our Freestyle Friday experts, which is Saskia Christian. She just talked about resilience. And we're getting ready to hear from our sunshine expert, Athena Robertson. So, oh, you know what? So let me go ahead and pull you over, Athena, and get you front and center here. How are you? Even though it's raining outside today, you're bringing the sunshine.
So that's liquid sunshine out there. I am your sunshine expert, but we got some liquid sunshine going on, which should put you in a more joyful mood because either it's going to bring some cozy cuddleness to it, or some people are very productive in this liquid sunshine weather. You know, people really, it gets them started, it gets their juices flowing. So, you know, it's always a pleasure and a blessing to be here on the Kim Jacobs Show with my sister. And now we have a new Freestyle Friday expert. I'm going to call her Miss Christian because I dare not tear up her name because it's beautiful and unique. So Miss Christian, she will be. It's a pleasure to meet her. We had a chance to talk just a little bit before the show. So again, it's always nice to meet beautiful women that are out here being empowered, embracing, equipping, and celebrating others and uplifting others. So I am just always joyful for that. And, you know, I'm just going to say my heart, true, honest opinion. I love that God has placed me in an avenue to be inspired, to be uplifted. Yes, I'm a leader, but also leaders need to be uplifted too. They need to be encouraged too. They need to be poured into, you know, as we carry on this journey, because everybody's journey is different. And so, of course, you know, guys, I'm always coming with what God places on my heart to share with everybody. And, you know, today it was just something so unique. It's simple, but it's unique, and how you tailor it to what you have going on in your life journey of keep sowing, keep planting. When you sow, you grow. And you know, a couple questions just for everybody to think about is what are you planning? What are you planning in this season? What are you speaking? Why you're planning? Because our words are very powerful. I need everybody to know that our words are very powerful. And if you're just tuning in, I need you to go back and watch it from the beginning because Miss Christian, she dropped some nuggets. Y'all, I'm over here trying to write. And I was trying to get it all. I can't get it all in. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay. Normally I go back and watch how I do and how I speak to better, because that's a part of, you know, growth, right?
Right.
My sister talked about the growth of the mindset and, you know, how am I growing? You know, how am I speaking? How am I doing? So I want to go back and mimic and see how I'm doing. But when I tell you she dropped some nuggets, I got a couple of them in here and I'm going to share with you because I was just like, oh, come on, sis, you wait a minute. Like, oh my God, these are some good nuggets she is dropping, right? And so, yes, what are you speaking? You know, and what are we speaking? Do our words match up with our actions? We wake up and we say, you know, today is going to be a great day. I dominate this day. I'm going to be creative in this day. I'm going to be productive in this day. But yet your actions don't show that. You're slumped around, you got your head held down, you're looking everywhere, you're not focused. So is your words matching up? So I want to sow, I want to plant, but I want to grow from what I'm sowing. I know that I'm enough. Thank you for the reminder, Miss Christian. I know that I am enough. And if y'all haven't seen that in my sister background, that was the first thing I seen when I came backstage. She was already front and center on the screen. And I was like, look at there. Yes, I am enough. I don't need to be compared to nobody. I don't need nobody to tell me how great I am, because God has already told me how great I am. He has already said that I'm full of greatness. He has already said that I would dominate the land that he's given me. Come on, somebody. So when you know what you know, when you know who you are and who you are, this is Women History Month. Come on, ladies. We are so powerful. So, yes, we want to keep sewing. And guess what? Have patience. Have patience while you're sewing. Also, be expecting. I'm expecting great things. Even though it's raining outside, it might not be the best. Some people just don't like the rain. I love water. So this is me all day. I love summer. You could put me in heat. I'm good. So I'm already the sunshine expert, but I have a natural sunshine that just follows me. It just glows, and I have to give that all glory due to God for that. And I'm so grateful to that. So I set my day out intentionally, and I want you to understand, yes, sometimes even as leaders, women and men, we might have that moment where we think we don't have it all together, or we don't, and then something comes up that reminds us that, hey, you're just as great as the next person. So just because you're feeling just a little bit down, don't let that bring you all the way down. Start pulling on those seeds that you planted, that I am strong, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am loving, I am enough. I am enough. Listen, I am enough. And let it simmer. Let it simmer. Think on it. And you got it. That's right, Miss Angela Hope. I am more than enough. That's it. Long as you know that, can't nobody take that away from you. What is that saying? That God gave me this joy. Can't nobody take my joy away, because what the Lord has given me is for me. What he has given me is for me, is for Athena. So I'm in a season of productivity. So yes, I had to tell you, and y'all, let me tell you, when you want to speak a word to somebody and you're led by the Holy Spirit, first and foremost, this has nothing to do with Athena. This has all come from the Holy Spirit, and I'm so grateful to share these nuggets with you, because what we're sowing and we're reaping, and it's a harvest that we're going to reap, is so much greater, and it's so worthwhile if you wait. You be patient and you wait with expectancy. Wait with expectancy means that you already believe it. You don't have to see it. I walk by faith, not by sight. You don't have to see it to know what's already there. We already know it's there. So let me tell you how this last week I have been underneath the weather, but I kept pushing. I'm just going to give you a personal testimony. I kept pushing. You get up, you pray, you meditate. Yes, I take medicine. Medicine is for the physical. But let me tell you about the spiritual healing. The physical, we have medicine for that. But the spiritual healing, you pray, you meditate, you get in your word. I stand on one of my favorite scriptures is I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. And so I give God all the glory for that, because when I tell you I stand on that word, I stand, if no other scripture come to mind, which it is, because if God is for us, who can be against us, right? But when that scripture, the scripture that comes to mind, I stand on that word, because I'm like, okay, God, you said you were my healer. You said you healed all my iniquities, Lord God. So I'm going to stand on that. Yeah, I might be coming down with a cold, but my spirit is willing. And when your spirit is willing, you press no matter what. You press no matter what. So through me being underneath the weather, y'all, I tell you, the cough was here, but I was just tired. I just wanted to rest. And I said, God, I just need to rest. And okay, I'm not a big napper, but this week I've been blessed to take naps. I was like, oh, I took a whole lot nap in like 2 hours. Oh,
naps are important.
They're important. A whole 30-minute nap. And then that was it. I was up. I was energized. I was making moves, getting things done. So I'm so grateful to that. So because I pulled on what I've been sowing. That's when you sow good seed, when you water it, you plant it, and you stand on it, the growth of the mindset. And Miss Christian, she said, she hit on it. So your mindset, when we shift our mindset, my sister said, have a mindset of gratitude. And when she said gratitude, what came to me is gratitude puts you in a humbling mindset. You're more humble. The trials and tribulations we went through, my sister spoke on trauma. You come from a humbling place. In her voice, when she said trauma, I heard victorious. I heard victory. This is a phenomenal young lady, and I only known her for 48 minutes, y'all. 48 minutes. I met her today for the first time. For 48
Like
minutes.
just literally, just met, and you could tell all this, right?
Just literally in 48 minutes. You know, she has shown some powerful nuggets of transformation, gratitude, humble mindset. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't, no matter what it looks like, do not put yourself in a box, because we are filled with so much more. So yeah, that's what I bring you today is, you know, keep sowing, keep growing, stand on it. If you don't believe in you, who else gonna believe in you? If you
Wow.
don't believe in you, who else is gonna believe in
If
you?
you don't believe in you, who else is going to believe in you? So
else is
you
gonna
are
believe in
enough.
you?
Yes,
I
yes,
am
yes.
enough. I shall be enough. I will be enough. This is my season. I declare and decree of productivity that all things that God has given me is going to rise up.
Mm.
And yes, I do have to let me give you a disclaimer. Yes, you're gonna be empowered, you're gonna be embraced, you're gonna be equipped. You got everything that God has equipped you with, you have it. And yes, you're gonna meet new people. Yes, you're gonna go through different seasons. Yes, you're gonna go through some things you don't understand, but sit on it, wait on it, and listen. You're gonna get it. And guess what? Yes, you're moving into the new, so the old can't come. I'm sorry. I have to get that disclaimer. Everybody can't come on this new journey. I had to learn that. I had to learn that. I had to learn that the hard way. But I got it. I'm gonna sit here and not tell you I got it. I tell you what, I understand. I understand, and I got it so crystal clear. But always continue to encourage each other, continue to uplift each other. We're living in some crazy times where we can only come from rising up. So it is time for everybody to rise. Take your stand, hold what's important to you, and keep it and learn from it and share it. All of this that I embraced, thank you, Lord. All of this that I embrace, I can only share. There's no need, it's no good to hold it in. I can only share and give it out. So I just give it out. But here, yeah, your sunshine expert on the Kim Jacobs Show. This is what I bring you today.
Y'all, Freestyle Friday is no joke, because you're gonna learn something that's gonna kick you into your great weekend, and it's going to help you go through life better. So I personally, I love Freestyle Friday, because at the end of the day, I feel like people can be better balanced in some aspect of your life just because you came and tuned into Freestyle Friday. So how do people stay connected with you, Athena Robertson?
Yes. So you can stay connected with me on Facebook as Athena Robertson. I am on LinkedIn as Athena Robertson. If you Google Athena Robertson, my picture is going to pop up. I am a well-known young lady here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I can say that honestly, humbly, and graciously. I am your mobile notary of Express Notary Public. So Express Notary Public, excuse me. You can reach me at 980-200-5740. You need a notary, I am here. We can meet up, we can link up. If you have any questions, you can find me on Instagram as Red Honey, REDHONI, the number 7 that's on Instagram. So you can find me. I'm just everywhere. I'm everywhere. And it's always a pleasure to just be here to share the great wisdom of words. Trust, I am learning every day. I am growing every day. So I'm just in a season of growing and planning myself, but I wait with great expectancy to see what's coming. I don't know if any comments came up. I can see them.
Yeah, lots of comments came up. I'm getting ready to get them popped up right
Did
now.
Did we have them?
Mackenzie, if you could pop the comments up, please, from this segment, I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Mackenzie's backstage, everybody, when I say that name. All right. Andrea says,
yes, Andrea. Yeah. That's Andrea. That's Andrea Ball Steele. Yes, ma'am. That's one of my sisters. I love her.
Yes. Emilio says,
blessings,
ladies.
Excellent.
She said, I am a pluviophile.
A lover of the rain. I love it.
A lover of the rain. Okay, Angela. She said, I'm more than enough.
Yeah.
All right, keep those comments coming. This is good. Yeah.
I just wanna say a piece in terms of, by the way, beautifully said, Sunshine. You're my new friend.
Yeah. Yes,
Such
sis.
a pleasure meeting you.
It's a
Resonating
pleasure,
so much
Queen.
level. And one thing you said really about I am more than enough. That motivated me to contribute to an anthology, You Are Enough. And that was released in December because our lady from GSFE sister, she had that compilation. It was just beautiful to hear those stories. Because self-worth and self-confidence, that is the foundation for anything that you do. That is the fueling. And I'm so grateful that I do have that as a superpower. That along with engagement and resilience, they work hand in hand. Resilience, confidence, and strategy.
Yes.
Right? You have to put some wisdom into the thing in order to take you to where you need to go. And where are you going? To the land of greatness.
Come on. Woo-hoo.
Well, Angela said that she's so glad to be here, glad to have you here in the studio audience. Angela, we appreciate you. I do want to also acknowledge that a little birdie told me that someone was celebrating 44 years of marriage, and I thought I'd pop it up today. So this is our Sunshine experts, mom and dad. You can't tell them nothing.
Congratulations.
You can't tell them nothing. They grown. They doing grown folk things, right?
They're so grown. They're so grown. I can't keep up with my babies. I got to call and check on them all the time. I have to chase them down. I'm like, where you at? Look at, there we go. That's us.
There's some pictures I pulled off of your Facebook page, Athena. I hope you don't
Me
mind.
and my brother,
And then I saw this picture. Oh my God, Sunshine expert with her mommy and her daddy.
Yes,
she's a daddy's girl too, y'all.
I am.
So anyway, I just wanted to say happy anniversary to you all.
Oh, thank you.
And I thought this was a nice celebratory moment to give a shout out to you all. Now listen, if the Kim Jacobs Show is providing any level of balance in your household, if you're benefiting in any way, shape, or form from what you're experiencing here on the Kim Jacobs Show, I am asking you all, let me just put this up for a minute. And I'm going to take a second because sometimes I just kind of rush through it real quick. But it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. So everybody, pull out your phones, right?
Right.
And go to your Cash App if you have Cash App. And what I'm gonna do while y'all going to it is I'm gonna go and log into it myself. And see, I'm gonna sign out of my other little situation. I'm gonna go and log into the Kimjacobsinc Cash App. If you're sending a contribution, then use $Kimjacobsinc on Cash App. And no amount is too small, just so you know. Some people send $1, some people send $100. And all of it is equally greatly appreciated because we get a chance to come on Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time to provide you with valuable content that can hopefully help your household be better. So take a moment, if you will, and send any contributions.
So you got like a couple Cash Apps, Spam. I got your beautiful face popping up. I mean, you want me to do Kim Jacobs 1 or you want me to do the Kim Jacobs?
Girl, you don't went to the whole personal thing. You can do Kim Jacobs the number 1. That's my personal, right? But the Kim Jacobs Inc. is the company. That's the only reason. I
got you.
See, we know each other on a personal level, right? All right. So let me just say thank you to some people that have already been sending Cash Apps. Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I want to thank you so much for contributing to the Kim Jacobs Show. I want to thank you, Frankie, for contributing. I want to thank Effie. Effie is another talk show host, and she just recently sent a Cash App, her and James. And I just want to thank you all. She said, thank you for being you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Your contribution. Saskia, you gave a contribution recently too with some heart emojis on it. I just want to say thank you. I want to take a moment to show my gratitude because these are not things that you just take for granted. Dawn Whitty, thank you so much for your contribution as well. And let's see, several people have been. And here, somebody just recently, who just did that? Oh, Athena, Sunshine Expert. I'm like, wait, I just heard, you know how you hear the sound like, all right, anyway, thank you so much, Sunshine Expert. All right. And anytime any of you all send any type of contribution, I definitely will just say a shout out to you at some point, just to let you know that we really appreciate you all, okay? All right. Oh, Elise, thank you so much, Elise. And he said, for a great show with a chocolate thumbs up. I always look for the emojis that match my skin tone. So I'm like, I'm not putting up any old thumb that doesn't match my skin complexion. So I look and I highlight it and so she put a thumb up that's chocolate. I say chocolate, but brown skin. All right. Shepherd's Heart, thank you so much as well. Okay, lots of Nikki, thank you so much. All right. Thank you all so much for your contributions, and I appreciate you all just believing in the Kim Jacobs Show. And any final comment that you all want to share?
I just want to say I am super grateful. We all are super grateful for this wonderful platform of yours of enrichment. You enrich so many lives on a multiple day in a week basis. And it's just an honor to be in that platform and share the goodness and really uplift the world, because the world needs inspiration. The world needs encouragement. And I like the fact that you dwell on the household, bringing balance to the household. We need balance in our lives, right? We need to look at our emotional health, our mental health. All those things matter. And all those things really bring into, fullness the individual that you're looking at. We can't forsake, ourselves anymore. So I am so grateful to you, Kim, for just leading in such a beautiful way. You're an exceptional, extraordinary professional. I want to thank you with a great heart posture.
Thank
and
you.
Sunshine is amazing.
Take it away, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Closing comments.
My sister said it all. She already covered us in the name of Jesus. She covered us. It's March the 1st. January and February is already past. Leave it in the past. Focus on the future. Keep sowing, keep growing, keep planting. And live and enjoy it. Live and enjoy it. Take time to live, enjoy, and celebrate you, and always allow yourself grace and mercy.
That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so guys, listen, that's today's episode. I am going to just say right quick, let me see if I can find it. Hold on one second, real brief, and we'll be off in less than 2 to 3 minutes here max. I'm trying to find one thing that I think would be something I want to share right quick, but I can't. I don't think I can find it. All right, give me a second. View your channel. I was trying to think of where do you go? I need to know these things here. This is it. I'm glad I found it, because I really want to see if I can encourage everybody to, I'm gonna put it right here in the comment section. This is my daughter, Jayla Jacobs' 16th birthday this weekend. And so I'm going to put her YouTube channel. She desires so much for her YouTube channel to grow. And so if you all could please, even if you share it on your Facebook pages and different things, this young lady on her YouTube channel, everything that you see on there, she draws it from scratch. She puts on a glove, the screen is blank, and she puts animation to her channel. It is amazing what her channel consists of. So I wanted to just put a picture up of Jayla. This is in her younger years, and she's now turning 16.
Oh my God.
Weekend. Well, happy birthday to you, Jayla Jacobs.
Happy birthday.
She does not want to wear dresses, by the way. So this right here, this whole look right here is a whole.
Oh my goodness, outfit, she's so
right? Even how she's standing like, oh gosh, please hurry up and get me out of it. So I don't force her to wear dresses unless it's like for a special occasion. But I do want you to know that her YouTube channel is just amazing. So make sure you check it out. And I was trying to think of, I wanted to show, I'm trying to think of how to, I wanted to show you this one thing right here, because this is mind blowing. I'm gonna see if I can share it real quick, and then we'll be getting off. Hold on, let me see if I can share the screen with you for 2 seconds here. Where are we?
You put a name in the comments.
I'm on a whole different screen. I don't even know if I can. Where am I? Can y'all see me? Yeah, okay, here I am.
Yes.
I'm like, where am I? Okay, here we go. I want to show y'all this one thing, and then we're gonna close out here. Let me see. Present. Share screen. And here we go. Because it's nothing like actually seeing a visual of what somebody's doing.
Right.
And I think did I get the screen pulled in yet? No, I haven't shown y'all yet. Let me see. So here we go. I could see it out backstage. Oh, there it is. Okay. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So you can see that, right? That's something that she drew from scratch. It's like, it's unbelievable. Look at this. And then she puts motion to it. And then she shows you how she did it. But this takes her weeks to do. It's not something that just happens overnight. She locks herself away and she does this whole process. And it goes from a blank screen to where she's personally coloring it. This is like Disney level stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yes,
that
it is.
amazing?
I am
Okay.
amazed.
That is phenomenal.
Super talented.
Please, for her 16th birthday, y'all go subscribe to her channel.
I will subscribe.
Spread the word. This is amazing talent that she has, and I just thought I would share that with you guys. Happy birthday, Jayla. Happy 44th anniversary, Robertsons. And thank you to our Freestyle Friday experts. Love you guys. Thank you to the studio audience. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend.
Yes.
I'm new. Okay. Where is Gap Church? Gap Church is 6100 Orr Road, and that is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And you come to Gap Church, you're going to hear a phenomenal word from Bishop Jenright, and you're going to learn something. I take about 5, 6, 7 pages of notes, and the service starts at 10 a.m. All right, everybody. Take care. You can close us out, Mackenzie. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern.